What's going on, guys? Welcome back to Completing ARK here on ARK This is, of course, attempt number 2. I'm Sean, and I am an Arkaholic. So, guys, today is Cryopod Day. In the last grinding episode, we went over to Herbivore Island to get ourselves a decent amount of metal. That is currently cooking there on the boat, which that will be ready by the end of this episode. But we need to go ahead and get some other resources. And I'm going to be honest, guys, I always forget what you need to make cryopods, so we're going to head down to level 50. On top of that, too, guys, I would love to go ahead and make the cryo fridge in today's episode, so we'll have to see what happens there. But starting with the cryopods, we need a total of 10 crystal, 15 fiber, 5 hide, 2 metal ingot, 4 oil, and 4 polymer. So that's going to be pretty interesting. And then on top of that, we're going to need 12 crystal, 115 metal, 30 polymer, and 7 electronics. Electronics is going to be really interesting because, well, we don't have access to tech creatures, so we're going to either have to do it the old-fashioned way, which means we're going to go ahead and have to make ourselves a fabricator, I believe, or we get really, really lucky with a drop today. We'll have to see what happens. But first thing I want to do is get the easy stuff out of the way. Let's go ahead and grab some fiber. Let's also go ahead and grab ourselves some hide, since those are relatively light and everything here. I'm going to go ahead and grab a full stack of fiber. I'm also going to go ahead and grab a full stack of hide. And I think we're looking pretty good in that department there. We don't really have anything else here, unfortunately, to work with. Let's have a quick look around base and see if we have... We don't really have any oil, because I know we've been using oil in here, which, to be honest, it's starting to dwindle anyways. Do we have anything else of importance here? I don't really think so. Let's see, what else then? Okay, going back again, we're gonna need crystal, which is really easy. We just have to go ahead and head to the caves and we can get a decent amount of that. I think crystal is gonna be closer towards the end too, because unfortunately our only access to the obelisks right now is probably going to be the Pteranodon, which doesn't have a crazy amount of weight on it, so we definitely have to keep that in mind. Oil and polymer is going to be pretty interesting. We're probably going to have to head up north for that, which means, actually, do we have any warmer clothing? I mean, we have this and this. I don't know if that's necessarily going to help us, but I guess it can't hurt. We might as well also bring the Ascending Torch, and I think that's how we're first going to start today's episode, is we're going to go ahead and we're going to head up north. I think we're going to head all the way to the mosh pit, possibly, which we were there a couple of episodes ago. We kind of barely went there because we ended up finding the Pteranodon pretty much right on the outskirts of it, so we didn't really get to experience the mosh pit, but at the same time, that will actually be a 100% confirmation if there are or are not tech creatures here on this map. It's one of those places that just has a ton of different creatures and stuff like that. So we'll be able to find out there if there are, in fact, tech creatures or not. I guess the other spot is you head over to Carno Island, too. I guess we could make our way over there if need be. Another thing we probably should be doing is actually going along the coastline, because if I do end up seeing a trilobite, I want to go ahead and get that, because that will get us a little bit of oil here along the way, too. I'm going to be honest, guys. There's probably a lot better ways to get oil here, but, you know, it's a habit thing. I'm going to be honest. I think you guys have told me many times of where to get oil, and there's probably so many easier spots to get it, but it's just one of those things that kind of gets imprinted and stuck in your mind, and you kind of just stick to the old ways, you know what I mean? So that's what we're going to do. We're going to go ahead and get ourselves a little bit of stam here before we go. On top of that, in the grinding episode, we did end up getting ourselves a level, so I'm going to go ahead and put that into fortitude. Not that that's going to do much, but every little bit helps here. Now, oh shoot. Hello. I did not expect you to be out here. That's kind of interesting. We have 4 levels here on the otter. So again, might as well go ahead and put 4 levels. We want to try to get as much hyperthermal insulation as possible. I think it's hyper. I always forget. I think they changed it here in Ark Survival Ascended. It used to be hypo and hyperthermal insulation. I think they changed it to hot and cold because many people, including myself, just kept getting confused exactly on which one you were supposed to, which one you were trying to mention. Let's put it that way. Let's kind of take a look at the megs and the... You know what? I probably shouldn't because it's not like the Pteranodon has a crazy amount of stam. We've kind of noticed that firsthand already. So yeah, let's go ahead, kind of go the shoreline, and if I do see any trilobite, I'm going to go ahead and kill them. But if I don't, then I guess I'm going to meet you guys over at the blue... I was going to say the blue obelisk. I'm going to meet you guys right over here at the blue supply drop. Might as well take a look at that. Then at that point, I'll be meeting you guys up at the obelisk. Ooh, that's a Quetzal. Wow. Okay. I'm kind of intrigued by that because this is the first time I'm seeing a Quetzal in the series, so I kind of want to take a look at it. I don't need you. I will need you. I don't need you. I don't need you. I don't need you. This I don't necessarily need right now, but on top of that, if I can actually keep the Pteranodon and hold on to this stuff, yeah, pelt is like gold because we are going to eventually need... I want to take a look at this Quetzal. A lot going on here right now. Watch, it's going to be like a 150. It's a 145. Wow. And look at your colors. You're in a really good spot, too. Not that we could tame you right now, and not that I would, but definitely good to know that you're here, honestly. And I kind of want to get out of this area as quickly as possible because it's in a relatively safe spot right now, which would be great. Have to see what happens there, but yeah, no, I think we're just going to keep heading all the way into the mosh pit at this point. Hopefully we find some trilobites on the way. That would be really convenient, but yeah, we'll have to see what happens, guys. But yeah, I will meet you up there unless something interesting ends up happening. You know what we're actually going to do also? I know it's not a lot of weight, but at the same time, I might as well go ahead and throw in the fiber, the hide, and might as well throw in the pellets. I mean, just to save us a little bit, right? But yeah, pretty much, I mean, this is what we're going to be making here. So we do already have 2 out of the 6 things. Metals back at base. We'll definitely have enough for that. Poly, oil, and crystal. Crystal is going to be closer to the end, like I said, because, again, the Pteranodon doesn't have a crazy amount of weight. We can put levels into weight, but I'm going to be honest, I don't know. I really don't think we need to touch weight too much on this guy. I mean, it's already 259 weight, which is not that bad, honestly. I would probably go ahead and put more stam into this thing. That would probably be the priority, honestly, because 465, even though it's 42 points, 465 is not good at all. Let's see kind of what you get with weight, just to kind of get an idea. Okay, you know what? 267 flat is actually pretty good. We're going to stick with that. And then, yeah, we'll just keep going into stam at this point because stam on these guys is the biggest thing. I mean, they run out of stam so friggin' quickly. But on top of that, got a couple of Styracosauruses here. What level? 55? 20, okay. I think the melee is okay. Like, I don't even want to bother with the melee on this guy. So, yeah, I think it's just going to be going ahead and just putting in a ton of stamina on this guy, honestly. I don't really think we could be doing anything else. Yeah, oh, you know what I just realized? We're over level 50. I should be changing it to 0.75 XP, not 0.5 XP. Huh. And then on top of that, too, I actually realized we can go ahead and upgrade our stuff from Journeyman to Mastercraft then. Huh. Trilobite. Trilobites. Yay! Yes. Okay, cool. Now, you know what? I'm doing it this way. I don't want them to actually go on the run. And I can literally just one-shot them. And we're just going to keep them there. Look at this. We got 3. And now we'll go ahead and harvest. Now we got 4 oil only. Oh, boy. All right, screw it. Let's try the pick then. 9. Okay, so maybe it is better. I got 4 there, too. Okay. Interesting. Oh, another trilobite. Hey, it all adds up. You know what? And I don't want to use the pteranodon, because I don't think the pteranodon will kill it in one shot. Let's try the hatchet one more time. Yeah, I only got 3, so you know what? I am only going to use the pick. I don't know if that's the best way to get the oil. I guess the next one, we can also go ahead and... Yeah, I guess the next one we can have the pteranodon harvest it, because maybe the pteranodon gets a little bit more. That's if we find another one, of course. We got a Packy over here, just to kind of see... I mean, a Sticky Moloch. Oh my god. The pteranodon just moves a little too fast sometimes. There we go, 55. Okay. No, thank you there. Let's just keep going. But yeah, this seems to be a pretty good spot, though, for trilobites. And that's the one thing, too. If you find one trilobite, you're going to find like 4 or 5, I feel like. So let's kind of keep combing this beach. And personally, I may actually go back up that way, too. Because, I mean, why not, you know? I've had some really good luck so far with them, so... The sad part is we only have like 12 oil. It's not like we really have a crazy amount, but it's always good to experiment and kind of figure all this stuff out. But yeah, kind of touching upon something that happened in the last grinding episode over on Herbivore Island. You know, it's kind of still in my mind. Like... Herbivore Island might not be that good of a place. No, okay, well, that's a bit of an over-exaggeration. Might not be that good of a place to go ahead and get metal from anymore if it's going to take that long to respawn back in, you know what I mean? And it's like, where's going to be my metal spot, you know? I mean, of course, you get yourself an Anki and stuff like that, and things get a lot better, you know what I mean? But it's like, I don't know. A little curious. Got another Stiggy here. 20. We'll take a look at this side real quick. If not, we'll continue up to the mosh pit. Is that another trilobite? Oh my god, 2 trilobites. Okay. Alright, let's get you. Let's get you. And then there's one on the opposite side. Oh wow, this is like a really good spot. Alright, let's see. How much do you get? You get 6. Okay. Alright, let's see how consistent that is. 6. Interesting. So if you get 6 each time, maybe you are the better one to use. Where did that other trilobite go? There it is. That might not actually be it. There might be another one in the area, but... Gonna get you. Gonna make sure I get the arrow back, too. Yeah, let's have a quick look. How consistent is this? Because you know what? Even though sometimes we get a little bit more, like we'll get 9, but then we'll get 4. If this consistently gets... Shit. Okay, well... Okay. Well, I don't know then. We got another one right over here. Okay, so I guess this one will use the hatchet. This is a really good spot. Oh my god, we're just 7. Oh yeah, I don't freaking know at this point. Alright, well. How much oil do we have as of now? We got 42 oil. That's not that... I can make 10 cryopods. Huh. Okay, so technically, we don't even need to... Technically, we don't even need to go to the mosh pit. Or the ice area, I mean. But we are anyways, because we definitely need to get more oil just in general. And we need to get the poly anyways, so... Oh my god, we have another one here. All right. And we have another... no, it's just one. Okay. Yeah, see, it takes a couple of hits in order to get the trilobite, which... And that got 9. Oh my god, I don't know. I don't know. All right, well... Well, we got to go up to the mosh pit anyways, I guess. We'll take a look around that area. We'll see if there are any tech dinos. I haven't seen a damn tech dino yet, so I'm pretty sure it's extinction exclusive, at least as of now. Whether that's the intention or not, I'm not sure. Maybe eventually it will get changed. But yeah, that's kind of interesting. I'm honestly a little let down about... Oh my god, what is going on with that bird? Jesus. Little let down about it, honestly. I know I talked about it in the past, saying that I really would like Extinction to be tech exclusive, but at the same time, it's kind of like, I really want my tech creatures out. I kind of want to just take my character over to Extinction and just kill a tech creature too, then just come back. Well, it is what it is, no big deal. All right, let's get up to the mosh pit. Oh my god, there's 2 Pteranodon over here. 55. 55, okay, thank god. I was going to say, imagine there was literally like a 140, 145, 150 again. Need a little bit of food here. We also need a little bit of stam before we actually get into the mosh pit. Probably a good idea to get that fully stacked up. Let's also go ahead and get ourselves a little... Let's make sure that's fully loaded just in case. We got a little bit of rain, so might as well fill that up. And let's continue the trip. Now, we're going to have a quick look at the mosh pit. Obviously, we're not going to really be here too long. It's really just to see if there are potentially tech creatures here on the island. Still kind of curious about that, honestly. We have a lot going on up here. A lot of raptors. Of course, there is an alpha raptor. We also have an Anki here. We have a lot of Ankis, actually. Oh, my god. Jesus. The Ankis might actually take over this. Oh, God, we have 2 alphas. Oh, my God, it's an alpha 140. Wow. Okay. Oh, my God, there's even more Ankis. The Ankis... Here's the crazy thing. With the amount of Ankis that there are here, if they really join forces together... Oh, my God, there's even more. They could really take this area over. I mean, granted, they're all low levels, though. Like, that's the highest level we've seen so far, but, like, they could do some damage here, even with 2 alphas in the area. Yeah, there's even an Anki in there. Oh, my god. Yeah, unfortunately, they got into a fight with the Dimorphs, which is going to be pretty bad for them, unfortunately. But we are starting to get a little bit of cold here. Okay, so I'm going to go out on a limb, guys, and say, oh, god, there's crystal here. I forgot about that. Huh. Okay. By the way, this is also a really good spot to come to if you're interested in silica pearls. They're all over the water here. By the way, what is that blue thing in the water? Probably not a good idea just going in the water and checking it out, but oh my god, it is. It is. Look at that. My god. Wow. Yeah. I gotta say, some of the fish in this game, oh my god. Massive, massive. And a 2, that's not even that big, honestly, compared to, like, what we've seen, you know what I mean? But yeah, this area does tend to get a little bit crazy, honestly. But I've also noticed this area back here does tend to be a little bit safer, funny enough. So this could potentially be a really good base location in the future. Because, I mean, look at all these... Yeah, granted, there's no metal or anything here, but look at the amount of river rocks. I mean, if you get a high-level Anki through here, you can get some pretty decent metal, honestly. I'm going to go ahead and get this torch going at this point, too. Hopefully that helps us. I'm curious to see... Probably not, but... Like, would an Ascendant Torch provide more heat than a Primitive Torch? You know what's crazy? We're, like, right on the border between cold and not cold. That's why the thing at the bottom is kind of the little snowflake is kind of coming up. It's coming up, going away, coming up, going away. What are we looking at? Okay, so we are pretty low on stam. There are a lot of dire wolves here. Oh my god. Okay. Let's have a quick little rest here for a second. Just take a quick look. Starting out here, we got a couple of dire wolves in there. Ooh, we got a penguin already. Got another dire wolf. Got another direwolf. Got a megatherium. Got a whole pack over here. Look at this. 145 pack leader. Ooh. Yeah, I'm a sucker for a good direwolf. I know they take a crazy amount of damage and everything, honestly, because they don't have a saddle, but, like, if you can get them in a pack, they can get pretty crazy. And then, yeah, look at this. We got some more over here. 150 female. Wow. Cool. All right. All right, let's keep going, though. Not necessarily going to worry about this. Yeah, this is the area that we're looking for up here. What is that? Oh, obsidian. I totally forgot about that. Okay, so these are the rocks that we're actually looking for here. These rocks will actually give you oil. So let's go ahead and get a little bit of oil here. I think I'm going to drop the stone, though. And we only need that much oil. That's fine. 92 is more than good enough. But yeah, the reason I wanted to come up here was, of course, the penguins. We need some poly. Huh. There's a little bit of metal up here, too. Oh, there's crystal up here, too. Nice. I'm not going to take any crystal or anything right now, though, because, of course, trying to carry it back is just going to be an absolute pain. What level is that megatherium? Level 20. Okay. I guess let's have a quick little rest here. You can get a decent amount of metal right here, actually. This is a pretty good spot. Oh, there we go. There's penguins. Okay, cool. Yeah, here we go. All right, cool. Hopefully there's nothing else up here. I don't think so. I feel like we would have been attacked by now. All right, so... Okay, there's a Daedon. Now, will the Daedon go after... It will. Damn it. Do we try to kill the... Actually, you know what? Follow me, buddy. Just gonna throw you off the cliff. Might be a little easier doing it that way. Can you get up that? Yeah, you can. Perfect. Come on. All right, and I don't think you could officially come back up. But just in case... We'll throw you off of this. Come here. Come on. There we go, yeah. No shot. All right. All right, penguins should be all for ourselves now. Now it's just a matter of just trying to kill them as quickly as possible. 7 poly right away. That's actually not that bad. Oh my god, we have a 150 here. We're killing 150 babies. Jesus. And there's the 150 parent. Okay, I'm going to do my best to avoid the 150 parent. Oh god, direwolves. Okay. Alright, well, the 150's dead. What level's that direwolf, by the way? Just to get an idea here. And is it only 1? How much poly did we need? I think it was 4 each, right? Then we needed an additional 30. So we need 40 and 30. We're looking for 70 poly. We got 37 as of now. Okay. Oh, yeah, there's a couple of wolves now. All right, we got to move on from this area. That's just going to get a little too dicey. But yeah, I feel like back in Ark Survival Evolved, there used to be a ton of penguins on this rock, and now it's literally, like, there's just nothing up here. Crazy. I mean, you can get a decent amount of oil from this spot, which is great. You can get obsidian too, which is cool, but, like, crazy. But yeah, I'm pretty sure in Ascended, I think it's this island over here that has a ton of them. Huh. It's kind of interesting. What happened here? I feel like this should be covered in snow, shouldn't it? I feel like a little bit of this. Yeah, look at this. Huh. I don't know if that's actually... Maybe it is. Maybe this is supposed to be the way that it's set up. I don't know. Huh. Okay. But no, not seeing any penguins. Let's head over to the next one. Which one is it? There's one of them that just has a ton of penguins on it. You know what's kind of crazy? I mean, right now, we're pretty much just in... Yeah, I mean, we're not even using the torch, by the way, guys. We're literally just doing this, and we have our otter, and yeah, we're a little bit cold, but I mean, it's not like we're losing health and stuff over it, which is kind of crazy. Okay, maybe it's that island. I know I just keep saying, oh, it's that island, it's that island. It's one of these islands, let's put it that way. I feel like this, maybe not now, but in Evolved used to have a lot. It could also be that we're rendering these areas for the first time, too. So that could really be what it is. But yeah, I feel like this is the one. Because it's also got an Explorer node over here, right? Or at least it did. But yeah, not a lot going on this right now. Kind of crazy. But yeah, I feel like there used to be an Explorer node on this one. I don't know. Maybe I'm getting these confused. There is a yellow drop way in the distance. I would love to get that, but not sure if this is the best time. Hey, is that a silica pearl just kind of hanging out? Yeah, it is. Let's see if I can get that. It's kind of cool to see them up close and personal. This is what they look like. That's kind of cool. There we go. Cool. I feel like usually you're seeing them in the water, so it has like that little bit of a filter, so you don't really get a good look at them. But, yeah, kind of cool. They just look like a big clam. Now also, too, keep in mind, we don't just need 70. We probably need a few more on top of that. And the reason is, I just want to make sure that we have enough in case a couple of them spoil along the way. So yeah, we're going to be looking for a little more than 70. I'm probably shooting for 80, honestly. And I know, we could have probably made ourselves a, like the club and all that kind of stuff. I know, we could have, but it is what it is. No big deal. We're fine doing it with the Pteranodon. It's really just finding them at this point. Once we find them, we'll be fine. It's just, you know, obviously rendering this area for the first time, this is going to be a bit of an issue. All right, there we go, guys, and we have some penguins. So what I ended up doing, guys, is I ended up logging out of the game, and the reason for... Oh, my God, we have a 150 here. That's a 152. Oh my God. Okay, so I'm not really too concerned about max levels right now because, I mean, obviously, we've seen 2 150s so far. It's not going to be that hard coming across them. But what I ended up basically doing, guys, was I ended up logging out of the game because we kind of talked about it a little bit earlier. I completely forgot to change the XP over to 0.75 and thought, well, this might as well be the time to do it, you know what I mean? So, went ahead and did that, and yeah, thankfully, we now have these guys spawning in, which is great. So, we're able to get a little bit of poly. I am going to dance around the 150 as best as I can, so at least we know where one is in the future. I want to get that guy. Let's get the kids first. I don't mind killing the kid. but we need the adult to stay. There we go, another 7 there. This body should be kind of right here where I should be able to just grab it. Yeah, perfect. All right. And done. Perfect. All right, so what are we looking at this point? 2046, 2040, 60, 80, 83. Perfect. Okay, so here's what I'm actually going to do. We're going to hold on to the chitin and the hide, because why not? We're going to drop everything else, except for you. I don't know how we ended up getting... Oh, from the trilobites, that's right. I'm going to drop the spoiled meat. I'm also going to go ahead and drop these two. And I'm going to drop the rest of your inventory because I just want to make sure that I have enough stuff to get home. And that is what we're actually going to do here. So, yeah, we are looking pretty good at this point. We have the poly ready to go. We also have the oil ready to go. The only thing that we actually need to get, and I know this is going to be a little silly, but I'm just going to drop that 0.1. Just keep it at a solid 100. The biggest thing we're going to need now is we're going to need metal, which we had plenty back at base, but at the same time, it's going to take a couple of trips to bring all that over to the obelisk. And then after that is going to be crystal. Now, crystal is going to be kind of interesting because we're basically going to have to go into both the lava cave and the easy cave. I don't exactly know which one it is specifically, but that is where we're going to get our crystal. I would love to get crystal up here. It's just we are not going to be able to get home because we are looking pretty encumbered at this point, honestly, and it does take 10 crystal per cryo, and I definitely want to make at least 5. If we can get 100, that would be great, but I'm shooting for at least 5, and yeah, holding that 50 crystal is going to be a bit interesting. Now, here's also something that I'm just realizing. What if we can't get enough crystal inside? Nah, we should be able to. Yeah, we should be able to. I don't know why I'm even thinking that. Another thing I might want to do too, if we are going to end up at base at some point, is maybe go ahead and upgrade our stuff from Journeyman to Mastercraft. Yeah, it might be a good time to do that just so I don't end up forgetting. That's definitely something that I need to do is when I say I'm going to do something, like, for example, when we switched over to level 50, I should have literally just logged out then and went ahead and switched over the XP, but I didn't. So, yeah, definitely in the future, anytime I mention something, I literally just have to do it at that moment, or it's going to be like 4 or 5 episodes until I actually go ahead and do the thing that I was intending to do. So... But anyways, guys, it's going to be a pretty long trip home at this point. We're going to stop at Red Ob, of course, to drop off a few things. But, yeah, I'll see you guys at Red Ob if nothing interesting happens, and then we'll go from there. All right, let's make a quick pit stop here. Anything on the Pteranodon? No. Okay, so let's go ahead and put in... I want to put in this, and this. I also want to go ahead and put this in. What are we looking at here? Okay, so we need crystal and metal. Looking to make 10 cryopods in total. So we are looking at... Actually, are we going to have enough of everything in order to make 10? Let's have a quick look. Here I need poly, which is 30. That's fine. That'll be 40. Perfect. Okay, so we're good there. Electronics could be the biggest thing, as we talked about. There is a chance we're not able to make the cryo fridge today. We'll have to see what happens. But yeah, if at least we can get this done, we're looking pretty good. Do I want to take... You know what? I want to take the pelt with me now because we are going to be making a quick pit stop at base. I kind of want to drop a few things off. I want to take off as much weight as possible on my character, on the otter, everything, just so we can attempt to take a decent amount with us back over to the Red Obelisk here. So let's see what happens. All right, now that we're back at base here, what do you have on you? You just have food, period. All right, so everything on my character is pretty much going to come off, and I think pretty much everything here is going to come off too. We are down to only 1 rock carrot. Jesus. I'm also going to go ahead and take this 2 bed of food, and we're going to go ahead and put that into melee. Just trying to reduce as much weight as possible because I do potentially want to try to get as much as we can on here. I'm going to throw the rock carrot in here. That's fine. Spoiled meat will go inside. The rest of the stuff will go inside. All right. Let's get organized here. Spoiled meat will go in... Okay, so never mind, actually. Here will be I don't need that. I don't need that. We'll put that away. We'll put this away, and we'll put this away for now. All the rest of the stuff will pretty much pop in here. That'll be you, and you. And then the 12. Will go right in there. Perfect. Okay. So now I want to get a total of 20 metal. Oh, that's right. It's in the boat. But we'll take the 20 metal from here. And then what do we need? 115. All right. 20 and 115. That would be 135. So we actually did have enough. I think I have that math right? Let's have a quick look. Let me just make sure I got that right. I think it's 115 metal you need. Let's see here. So if we were potentially going to make this 115, yeah. And then we need 20. So yeah, 135. Okay, there we go. Is the Pteranodon going to be able to take this? Okay, so it can. Interesting. Okay. Now, I'm going to go a little further with this. I'm going to put as much as I can inside of the otter because shoulder pets reduce the weight of stuff inside of your inventory. So that should help us a little bit. Yeah, not much, but it helps us just a little more. Okay, so here's the next thing. We got a cave pretty much right over... Sorry, it's actually over this way. We're literally pretty much right next to base, or right next to the cave. Let's jump in there. Let's get, I don't know, maybe 10, 20 crystal just to give us an idea of how heavy it's going to be in our inventory and how heavy the Pteranodon's going to be. Because that'll kind of give us a good indicator of how much or how many trips we're going to have to take here. So I think we'll just park the Pteranodon right here. Can't fly it or anything. That's okay. I'm also going to put you on passive just in case. Because I kind of just want to get in and get out here. But at the same time, I want to make sure that I can get some of this. All right, that's 20. I'm going to go for a little more. That's 40. 46. Okay, that's 53. I'm going to chuck the 3 out. Because I want to see how 50 looks. Because you know what? If we can fly right now, I might just head over to the obelisk now and just make the cryopods. I don't know. Ooh, we can. It might be a good idea just to make the cryopods right now. That would be 5 cryopods. So you know what? Maybe we get another 50. And then we just bring the metal back to base and we just make cryopods today. That might be what we end up doing, actually. Because I think going for the cryo fridge right now, just the electronic is going to be a little... I don't know if it's going to happen. Because we just got to get really lucky with a drop. And I just don't know if that's going to be the case today. 97. All right, 102. We can check that. Perfect. All right, there's 100. Hopefully the Pteranodon can fly. If not, we're relatively close to base here, so it's not that big of a deal. We could always just run back. No. 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 Okay, fine. Come on. Follow me, buddy. Let's go. We'll go back to base. We'll drop off some of the metal. We're only going to take 20 metal with us. And then we should be looking pretty good. You know what I'm going to do, actually, here? Might as well put as much of this in as possible. Yeah, that's fine. All right. Hopefully there's no Trudons on the way here. Because that could be pretty bad. Dillo, that's fine. That's easy to take out if we have to. All right. We just come over this way. Have the Pteranodon spinning around us 200 times. Yeah, I would love to make the cryo fridge today, but I think think we're going to need to do a few more things. I think we need to upgrade the base, give ourselves a little more space here in this little hut here. And then we could start figuring that out. But, yeah. But, yeah, if we can make a total of 10 cryopods, I mean, we're looking real good, honestly. All right, let's just have you stop completely. All right, you are holding all of that, so I just want to go ahead and put all this away. And now I just want to take out a total of 20. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. All right, perfect. This actually just reminded me, too, from the last episode, the last 0.5, I completely forgot to move all of the stone and flint over, so that'll probably be in between episodes and everything. I'm not going to do it right at this second. But yeah, there's a total of 20. So now it's just a matter of just getting back to the obelisk, which really shouldn't be too crazy. I guess what we'll do is, too, we'll look for loot drops on the way. I mean, maybe we get really lucky and we do end up finding ourselves electronic. I just don't know which one to go for. I mean, there's a blue right over here. We might as well try to go for it, right? I would probably say probably not white. I don't really think electronic would be in green either. I'm thinking blues, yellows, purples. Probably blue, honestly. I feel like blue would probably be the one that you could potentially get it from, you know? So this would actually be perfect if this ends up having electronic in there. And it's definitely more than 7, which is nice. I think you usually get at least 10, I'm pretty sure. So that would be pretty convenient, not gonna lie. Oh, there's a metal node. Huh, okay. All right, moment of truth. What are you going to have for us? Let's see. Anything around us that can kill us? Nah, I think we're good. Oh, that would have been great. Okay, so I'm not going to take the cannon. I am going to take the rare flower. I'm not going to take the spear bolt, and I will take the tree sap tap. And we got compies. Okay, let's go. A lot of compies. Jesus. All right. Now, we do have a green drop all the way over there. I just don't know if we're going to get to it in time. I mean, we can go ahead and try. I don't know. Maybe it does have... I don't know. I feel like it's blue and better. But it's fine. We'll see. Is that a megalodon? Just kind of... It is. Okay. All right. Didn't know what that was for a second. But yeah, if we could get over to that green drop, that would be absolutely great. And yeah, I'm just going to keep going ahead and putting levels into Stam at this point. I don't really think that Pteranodon needs anything else but Stam. All right, are we going to get to that green drop in time? We're at about a half Stam right now. I think I got to land just to play it safe. Yeah, I'll land like right over here. Green drop should be pretty much just straight ahead of us. Just got a little more distance to go. There we go. All right. Once we come straight through the trees here, we should be seeing it. Yep, there we go. Perfect. Cool. All right. Again, I don't think green drops will have it, but, I mean, it's this close to the obelisk. We might as well take a look, right? I mean, if it's a green with a ring around it, I guess that does have a better chance, you know? But it is not a green with a ring around it. I don't really see anything around. So we're just going to kind of jump off and grab and go. Okay, so no. I'm going to take everything. Yeah, that's fine. So unfortunately, it doesn't look like we're really going to be making cryo fridges today, which isn't the end of the world, honestly. It would have been nice to be able to make all of them, but at the same time, it's not that big of a deal. Should be able to get there on the Stam that we have. But yeah, one real nice quality of life thing that they did end up doing. Whoa, what is that? Oh, is that a Styracosaurus? Oh, 150. Ooh, nice. One nice quality of life thing that they did, especially, well, with the obelisk, with cryopods, is you don't have to make one cryopod at a time, which is really awesome. They basically went ahead, and when you throw everything in there, it'll tell you how much it can make. So, for example, if I wanted to do it right now, I can make a total of, I think, 5, because we don't have all the crystal on us. The rest of it's on the otter here. But yeah, traditionally, you used to have to basically just... Didn't matter how many it said it can make. Traditionally, like, after it made one, you'd have to click again and again and again and again. And what's nice about this is, yeah, now they actually went ahead and allowed you to make multiple at once, which is absolutely awesome. And we ended up getting ourselves a level. So we're going to go ahead and put that into, I think we're going to do, I kind of keep saying this, like we're going to do 1 weight, 1 fortitude, 1 weight, 1 fortitude kind of thing. I think we're going to try to stick with that. So we are now at level 53. Let's have a quick look here. It's actually pretty nice that this is safe up here because usually you do tend to get some raptors and everything. 53, we do get access to the water reservoir. We did get access to the megatherium, the Thyla saddle. Not sure why this is in red, interestingly. Like, it's saying we don't have enough points for that. That's kind of cool. That's not, I don't know. Is it cool? Is it interesting? I don't know. You know, everything else worked. Like, is it not going to allow... See, like, it says requires 48 engram points. And obviously, we don't have any engram points. We're actually in the negatives. Or we did. Huh, interesting. Now it's saying 0. Huh, okay. Anyways, interesting. Is there anything else that it's not going to allow us to make? No, everything else is working. Okay. What happens if I jump into crafting? Is it going to be at the bottom? It's not. Interesting. Okay, so if we wanted to make a metal platform, technically we couldn't. Cool. All right, well, anyways, there is all of our cryopods. There we go. Perfect. Are we actually going to be able to fly home? Okay. Okay. A little worried there. We do have a green drop that is down. Or about to be. I mean, if this has electronics... Oh, would have been so nice to see electronics in there. We're just going to take everything because I did see a couple of pegos. All right, let's have a quick look. What did we end up getting there? We ended up getting a cloth hat. We ended up getting some long grass. We ended up getting this, which I don't technically need. We ended up getting this. Don't need that. We ended up getting a bed, which I'll definitely hold on to. And we ended up getting this, which I can definitely chuck. Yeah, but besides that... All right, we're going to head back to base at this point. If I do see any drops that are interesting along the way, we will definitely go ahead and grab them with the hopes that maybe we get electronic. But if we don't, again, not the end of the world. We'll have to see. Let's see in the distance. Ooh, there's a yellow drop way out there. I mean, that is way out there. Is it going to be possible? Huh. Yeah, why not? Let's try to go for it. I think it just went away. Never mind. Yeah, I know it's a white with a ring around it, but might as well take a look. I don't know. Maybe? I doubt it, but you never know, right? Okay, no, but kind of interesting there. We got ourselves Ascendant Pants. A little bit of spark powder, that's nice. I don't need the spears, and I don't need this stuff. But hey, we got ourselves Ascendant Pants. That's kind of cool. All right. We'll throw those bad boys on. That is not my dino. And, all right, well, let's start heading back to base. All right, and here we are back at base. So we're going to take a quick look at these cryopods because, to be honest, cryopods have had a bit of an interesting adventure here in arksurvivalascended. Yeah, we've had a couple of interesting situations with them, of course. Let's go ahead and put this stuff away before we get into that. we'd had a point where cryopods couldn't be used unless there was a cryo fridge around, but then they got rid of it. But I don't know if they actually got rid of it or not, because once they did, I tried it and it ended up still having issues. So I remember back in the Aberration series, I actually went ahead and I instead decided to just bring a mod into it, you know what I mean? Just so I can have cryopods the way that they used to be, you know? So now I don't know how they work. So that's going to be kind of interesting taking a look at them. I'm just going to go ahead and put this stuff away. Do we have a bed in there already? We don't. But I do have to take this out to give back to the otter. So we'll go ahead and do that. Is there anything else in here that we don't necessarily need? No, I think we're okay for right now. Yeah, I think we can technically chuck this. I don't think we necessarily need this. Yeah, we'll save the space. There we go. Woo. Okay. Let's go ahead, put this back on the otter here. And we'll go ahead and put that on you. Perfect. Okay, you are good to go. I might go ahead and give you a little bit more food. And then, yeah, let's talk about cryopods, because this has kind of been an interesting thing for me specifically because, again, I don't know if they work or not. A lot of people have said that they do work, and they're back to what the cryopods used to be back in Ark Survival Evolved, but I'm not entirely sure. So right now I am currently playing on PvP. I believe we switched it over to. Actually, are we still in PvE or PvP? I don't know. All right, let's go ahead and make that. I guess we're going to find out. And what we're going to do is we're actually going to use the duds over here to kind of figure out what we're in right now and if we can actually use cryopods, or is it one of those things that, no, I do actually need a cryo fridge. So let's have a quick look here. Let's experiment with this. So we got the original one. Bam, cryopoded, cool. Now throw you out. Okay, so you can use cryopods. It has cryo sickness. I assume that means we are currently in PvP. Yeah. Okay, so here's what we're going to do. We're going to switch over to PvE, because I do want to check and see if it works in both modes, or is it just PvP mode. So, be right back. All right, again, if you're interested in switching over from PvP to PvE, all you have to do is head over to your settings, go to Game Rules, make sure you're in the World tab. You'll end up finding this PvE mode. You're going to want to make sure you turn that on, save settings, and then press single player. But there is one more setting that I do want to go ahead and switch, and that is the... Where is it again? I want to make sure... Oh, that's right. It's in Game Rules, and it's in Rules, isn't it? Disable friendly fire. There we go. Cool. Okay, so I want to make sure I can't hurt my creatures. So again, we're going to go save settings. We're on PvE at this point. We're going to jump back into single player. All right, let's go ahead, put our backpack on, and yeah, let's see if this works now. Okay, so we're going to experiment with you. We're in PvE. It does show a timer in the corner, but the timer shouldn't mean anything. Let's have a look. You can throw it out. Interesting. Okay, so now we're going to switch back over to PvP, because I do want to show off something, kind of something I explained in the last full episode, the actual Pteranodon breeding episode. I want to show you guys pretty much how I will go ahead and kill my duds traditionally. So let me go back into PvP mode, and I'll be right back with you guys. All right, there we go. Back in. Let's get the otter, and let's also get this on. Perfect. Okay, so in that episode, I kind of talked about how I was a bit confused on why I couldn't kill my creature. It was a baby, it was a dud, didn't have the right stats, and I was kind of confused, and then I kind of figured out what the issue was. But traditionally, this is actually how I do it. If I have cryopods available, and usually I won't start breeding until I have cryopods available, I will actually go ahead, put myself into PvP mode. I'll make sure that we have cryo sickness, which is what you see at the bottom right-hand corner, and then I'll throw my creature out again. And what this is going to do is, it's going to go ahead and make your creature cryo sick. Now I'm going to go ahead and put everything on passive, because I don't want these guys fleeing or anything like that. When your creature is cryo sick, it will take, I want to say it's 9 times damage. It's something absolutely crazy, which is why you need to be really careful being in this mode, especially if you're about to do a cave or something like that. But regardless, next thing I want to do is go ahead and unclaim the creature, and then I'm going to go ahead and basically just shoot it. Now, the reason why I do this is, yeah, you can see right there. Crazy amount of damage there, 6,000 damage to this thing, and this is how I will go ahead and kill my duds. Makes it a lot easier. You don't have to put 20-30 shots on these guys in order to kill them, which is really nice, and it kind of just makes it nice and painless, I guess you could say. Maybe not for the dino, but for me it does. And we can go ahead and throw these out. We're not necessarily going to keep these. This is what I'm going to do with all of my duds here. Now just keep in mind, guys, even at 0.75 XP, even if we had this at 0.25 XP, honestly, you get a lot of XP from doing this, so definitely be careful. If you don't want to level yourself up too quickly, I probably don't recommend doing this, but at this point, I can either A, just use an admin command and just kill all these because I don't necessarily need them. I am going to hold on to these two because I do want to eventually breed a perfect male and a perfect female, but these guys are basically just going to be in retirement along with the one in the cryopod, and as nice as it is having them just in retirement, at the same time, it's not really 100% necessary, so I'm just going to kill them off and get the XP. I know that sounds kind of bad and evil, but it is kind of what it is. Again, options, unclaim. It's cryosick. Now, the biggest thing you want to make sure you don't do is end up throwing out a creature that you don't want cryosick. So, I'm going to make sure that I hop right back into PvE after we're done with this. But we got 2 more to go here. Yeah, it is a bit unfortunate when you go ahead and do this, but at the end of the day, again, kind of like what I said before, it is what it is. Again, it's just to save a little space around base. So, let's go ahead and do that. Let's do this. Options, unclaim. Probably, I'm going to be honest, we're probably going to get at least 2 levels from doing this. We got 1 after 1 kill. Just kind of keep that in mind. And we'll go ahead and throw out that. And you also get a little bit of food, which is nice, too. And you get a little bit of hide, of course, too. All right. They definitely changed a couple of things with the cryopods. They just seem to be a little more sparkly, which I don't mind. I kind of like that, actually. So, options, again, unclaim for the final one. And there we go. Perfect. All right. All right, moment of truth. How many levels did we end up getting? We got a total of 2 levels. Yeah, that's kind of what I assumed. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and put 1 into fortitude and 1 into weight. I was actually getting ready to put both into weight there. But here's what I think we're going to do, guys. We got our cryopods. We are looking real good there. Let me throw out that bag because I don't want that bag kind of hanging out here or anything. We'll go ahead and chuck that. Perfect. We are going to go ahead and wrap up the episode here. We got cryopods done. Unfortunately, we couldn't do cryo fridges, but that's completely fine. It is what it is. Guys, at the beginning of the next episode, I am going to go ahead and bump these all up to Mastercraft. Now, whether that's going to be a 0.5 episode or a actual episode, not entirely sure yet, because I do want to do a couple things. I don't know. I don't know if I have enough stuff to do in the background in order to justify it for a 0.5. We'll have to see what happens ultimately. But guys, that is going to wrap up this episode. I hope you guys enjoyed this one. Make sure to like and subscribe if you guys are enjoying this series so far. Really appreciate all the support you guys have given this series. And I will see you all in the next one.